Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be looking at the Wahoo Elemnt Bolt GPS. Alright, so as you can see, I got my phone here. I'm going to open it up. Gonna hit record and start. Now I'm going to put it into my trusty Osprey hit pack. And then also hit start on the GPS. There we go. Ride started. Here we go. So a couple features about the Wahoo that I thought were kind of cool. Of course, it syncs with all sensors. I don't have any other sensors except for my heart rate monitor on my wrist. And it's an old one. I'm sure it's not that accurate, but it works. Cool thing is that you can set up stuff for pages, things like that, to show you different things on the screen. So right now I've got my heart rate monitor showing on the screen, and you can set up these lights right here to show where your heart rate zones are. So as I'm riding, you'll see they'll go up and down as my heart rate goes up and down. Now the display is black and white, but it's pretty bright. Sure, color would be a lot cooler, but I bet you'd really kill battery life at that point. But battery life seems to be pretty good. I have mine set up right now so that it doesn't pause. It's always recording. It'll auto pause if you come to a stop or something like that, but keeps track of mileage, speed, elevation, time, pretty much anything you want. And you can set up different pages to view different aspects of the GPS system. And those are all set up within the app. Everything kind of gets controlled through the app. So if you don't have a smartphone, I'm not sure how well this would really work for you. Here's the fun part. You also can zoom in on the display to make one number bigger or smaller. It essentially zooms out anything around it. I kind of like the way this screen is set up here. You can see everything I need to see. GPS is also capable of showing routes. If you load that from a website or different sites around there. I'm not sure exactly which ones work best. I haven't used that feature since I tend to ride trails that I know, but I'll have to try it soon, see how it works. You can see the GPS now. I've turned it to the maps view. It's an overhead view of whatever route you have in, and it will give you turn-by-turn instructions if you plan a route ahead of time. Might be better for road, but I don't know. I guess if you've planned a really nice long trail-to-trail ride, it might work well. change between the screens, you just hit page over here. Now I'm back to the screen that I was at before. Show everything that I want to see. Also, for paid Strava riders, it will give you alerts as to when certain segments come up that you want to try to KOM. I don't pay for Strava, so I can't test that, but the GPS is powered by a rechargeable battery, and it comes with a cord, USB cord, so you can charge it with whatever USB adapter you have. So it makes it pretty nice. I'm not sure what the battery life is, but I tend to charge it every couple rides. So the GPS also comes with two mounts. One like the one I'm using, which is supposed to go on the stem. My stem isn't long enough to work, so I put it on the bars. And then another one that will push it about 3 or 4 inches in front of your handlebars. I didn't want it sticking out like that, so I went with this mount. It's zip tied to the handlebars. Moves around a little bit, but not too bad. Now again, this GPS does not come with a wheel sensor or a cadence sensor, though they're really easily addable. They end up being about 40 bucks a piece, I believe. I looked them up. I'm not really big into the cadence thing, but wheel sensor would be nice just to make things even more accurate as far as distance. All right, now as I do the long climb that's called Mount St. Milford, I'll tell you some more stuff. There's a feature in there where you can send a link to someone one time or forever, and they can follow your ride whenever you're riding, whenever the Wahoo starts up. That's a pretty cool safety feature. I haven't seen it work yet, but I definitely want to keep trying it. I send the link to my wife, and she can see when I'm riding. Make sure the dot's still moving, all that other good stuff. So I believe for that GPS feature to work, where it sends your location over the internet, I believe you have to be connected to your phone. Now, what that connection means, I'm not too sure. There's an app that you connect your Wahoo to through your phone. Now, I always carry my phone, so I don't know if that means it's always connected. Not sure. Also, if you're connected to your phone, you can receive text messages on the device, on the screen of the Wahoo, and also see any incoming calls if you want to do that. This is a fun section here. Get an ultra line up top now. Just a couple jumps. Here we are into the new advanced section. A couple lines there to your left. Little bump up podium. Another skinny. This one is interesting because it's all grown up with grass, but it's about 1.5 feet tall. Cuts the corner. Now we jump into this curve. And at the bottom, we got a fun little drop off. So when you finish up, just hit pause and stop and ride. So here's the moment of truth. Getting out the iPhone. Stop Strava. Strava says 38 minutes, which time is going to be about the same. Average speed 7 miles per hour. Distance 5.3. Check this out. 5.2 miles. Average 8.1. Pretty big difference, actually. We're looking at about a 0.7 of a mile difference. That's pretty significant. So I know with mountain biking it's very twisty. I don't know if the iPhone just doesn't connect as fast every, I don't know, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and the Wahoo may connect a lot more often, just more accurate. I'm not sure, but it's definitely more accurate. Wahoo uploads from the GPS to your phone. Then from your Wahoo app, it connects to Strava. And just wanted to open the app and see if it connected or not. And sure enough, there's the ride for today. So within 10 seconds of having my phone up, the new ride was in here. Now, how fast it gets to Strava, I'm not sure. I can open it up and see. Sometimes Strava takes a little bit longer to update. Oh, there it is. I've got my second one here called Wahoo Test. And there's my other one called Evening Ride. So I'll delete the other one to make sure I don't double up on my miles, of course, but that's pretty much how easy it is. Once you get it all set up with your app, you don't really have to touch it. So, takeaways from the Wahoo test. It's definitely more accurate. It's super easy to use. Really, my only complaint so far has been the track my ride feature. Haven't really figured out how to use it. Setup was okay. I ran into a couple instances where it wanted to update and it looked like it was updating, and then I think it got hung up. You need to put your Wi-Fi password into it so it connects to your Wi-Fi to update itself. That was a little weird, but it seemed like it worked okay. I imagine that if you didn't have your phone on you while you're riding, I think you can just go back to your house and turn it on and it'll just connect to your Wi-Fi and do it for you. So that's kind of cool, but just was a little bit clunky at first. It is a little bit pricey. I think it's about 250 bucks. Then about another $40 for the cadence sensor if you want it, and for the wheel sensor if you want it. But you don't really need it if you're not looking at to be totally accurate. But really, it's a good unit. It's super easy to use. Just push record and go ride. So, takeaways. 1, riding on a hot day with no gloves is really slippery. Wouldn't recommend it. 2, never fight a man with a perm. Go listen to Idols if you haven't. idolsband.com. 3, what was number 3? Number 3 was that the Wahoo's definitely more accurate than an iPhone XR. So if you want accuracy, get yourself a dedicated GPS. It's easier to use, more accurate, and heck, you can look down and see everything that's going on. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, that's cool. Hit that like button and smash the subscribe.